What's going on, everybody? Mark45 here, and welcome back to another Funko Pop review video. That's right, it's been some time since we've done something like this. The last time I did a Godzilla vs. Kong Funko Pop review was 7-8 months ago. I didn't do every pop. There were some pops I skipped, including these two 10-inch pops, as well as the neon exclusives, as well as the keychains and the double pack. Now is the time that I can get these 10-inch pops because I have the space and do it for you guys. So, to those of you who were patient enough to wait for me to do this, you probably did not expect this to happen, but we are doing it. So in this video, we're going to be focusing on the 10-inch regulars. The Neon City figures will be in their own another video. So we're focusing on these two today. So we got the 10-inch Kong pop, we got the 10-inch Godzilla pop. And we also already did the double pack and the keychains. That was in a previous video, so go check that out if you haven't already. You know what? Let's do Kong first. I'm curious to see what our monkey boy looks like. Right off the bat, you can see there is something Funko has always achieved with these boxes, and that is artwork. Really letting the figure inside the box be the star of the show. Not throwing a hefty amount of artwork onto the actual printing of the box. We got the Kong. We do get the artwork of the Kong down there, as you can see. He is Pop 1016 and there is a background included in case you are wondering. The lid is really wanting to come off, so we're gonna open that momentarily. But what else we got? We got another artwork on the side. Here is the back of the box, just to show you what there it is. You can see Kong. You can see the other pops, including Mechagodzilla and the other 10 inches. They don't really show the, what's it called, the Neon City ones, but I guess that's what makes them exclusive. They're not even advertised. So Kong on the side, and then this is the top of the box. Usually that's a lot of people would care about the condition of the box, so it was important for me to share it. So now it is time to open up this box and see this monkey that awaits for us. The giant monkey, and take the figure out in this plastic shell. Oh boy, here we go, guys. Oh, he's quite heavy. Okay, with the figure now out of the box, let's see what we've got. First and foremost, first impressions, very weighty. There is volume in this figure, and that is, I think, one of the most important things when it comes to these 10-inch pops. I'm actually curious to see if there's articulation. Oh, there is. There is articulation. Even though it's not a bobblehead, there is articulation with the head. You can sort of move it, but I don't want to move it too much and risk breaking it. Yeah, okay, so this definitely feels like $50 just by holding it. Good. Like I said, I've got my money's worth. When I looked at the regular Kongs, one thing I really liked was how they depicted the fur, because after all, he is a mammal, and they've done it really well here. Obviously, they have a much better quality here because it's a bigger size that allows them to do so. Also with the eyes, holy crap, look at the detailing, look at the expression on the eyes. That is good. It's also reflective, so you can kind of see the studio lights here. The mouth, open mouth, got a roar, lots of space and lots of details, as you can see. Even with the nose, like, this is so detailed that you can see the little 2 scratches on his nose right here. That is not a mistake. That is part of the print. That is part of the figure. I didn't scratch it with my nails. No, it was there in the first place. So that really shows the amount of details it's in. Also, the pose he's in, that's great. Just pulled out a random regular Kong that I have. So this is the Battle Ready Kong, just to put that into perspective, the size. It's in a box, obviously, so that's why it's like that. But just from the box alone, this figure is a lot bigger. Obviously, the pose is very different. However, it still feels very similar to that Battle Ready Kong. Also, what this 10-inch pop does perfectly is one of my main complaints about the regular Kongs, where I don't like the orange eyes. It felt a little bit odd because Kong never had any powers that could make his eyes orange. For Godzilla, it made sense to make his eyes blue because when he shoots his heat ray, his eyes turn blue. That makes sense, but it didn't make sense for Kong to do so. So the 10-inch pop here kind of fixed it by having regular black eyes. They've also done it for the Battle Scarred Kong, but it's good for this pop in particular, it being the bigger pop, that it has the black eyes. So the main problem I had with these Kongs not on this Kong. So I think already that's an absolute win for me. And the head mold, like I said, there's articulation, some slight head articulation you can do. And yeah, the Furphy's nice. It is very stable too, surprisingly. I mean, there's 3 supports. You got the 2 legs and his other hand holding him up. So essentially this figure is very stable. The figure is also very high quality in terms of just the detail and of course the figure as a whole. If you do like a if you're one of those crazy maniacs who'd like to display their pops outside of the box, this will still fit really well on the table or on the shelf, just as its own, just like this. This will look fantastic. So I think this is the best Kong Funko Pop that they have made as of now. Well, essentially because it's bigger, therefore there was more creative freedom for Funko to just really get into the details and everything into putting into this figure. And this is the Kong Pop I was asking for. No orange eyes, in the perfect pose, and this really depicts what Kong is. He is a monkey after all, and this shows that he is a monkey. So I think this is a really good Kong Pop. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? You can always disagree with me, but overall, I like this Pop. Very good. The only main complaints I'll have for him is probably include a big battle axe. And that will really complete it. But other than that, he is great. So that's all I gotta say for this 10-inch Kong. So now let's move on to the Godzilla. Okay, it's time to look at Godzilla. Already, you can see Godzilla's taking up a lot of room. You can barely see the artwork of Hong Kong in the background here. You got the artwork of Godzilla here. And then same thing again on the side of the box. And then the same thing at the back. Of course, you got the Godzilla on there, and then you have the other Funko Pops up here. I think the pop that's worth the most right now from the Godzilla vs. Kong line is the Funko exclusive Mecha Godzilla, and then the Heat Ray Godzilla. But that's just a random fun fact. And then here's the other side. To put that into perspective, if you're displaying these sideways, I know some people do that. They like to display their pops sideways. All right, let's crack this baby open. Let's take a look at our lizard friend here. If the box is willing to open up, that will be fantastic. Let's take him. Oh my god, he feels so heavy. Woo! He feels so heavy. Right off the bat, first impressions, I can see there's some imperfections with the figure already, but it could be just my figure here. Could be just some factory error, because it's stable, right? It can stand on its own, but it's not entirely flat. You can see it's kind of moving, and there's a little bit of uneven surfacing with the feet here. Now, I'm not quite sure if that's actually what it is for this 10-inch Godzilla, but maybe it could just be this figure. It could just be the one I have here. I am very impressed. I just came back from reviewing the Godzilla keychain, the Godzilla Funko keychain, and that being the tiniest Godzilla Funko to now this, the largest Godzilla Funko. There is a massive difference. It's the same mold as the keychain, but there's a massive difference going on here. Not just with the color scheme, but also with the details. Also because this is a big fig, a really big fig. This is open. This obviously, like Kong, opens up the creativity door for the people to just sculpt all the different textures. Because unlike Kong, Godzilla is scaly. So he's got all the scales, and then in the dorsal fins, you get all 3 layers of the dorsal fins. So this is such a good print, and you can see he's got this open mouth. He's roaring. His eyes have good reflection, probably just from my lights, but still. And overall, this as a whole piece is good. I love how they've done with the tail wrapped around him. They've been doing it for all the Godzilla Pops, because with his tail sticking out like this, it's kind of going to be a bummer to kind of be difficult to display it, and it'll take up a lot of space. So I like what they've done here. And of course, like I did with Kong, I took the regular Godzilla, still in its box, but you can just look at it from the box alone. You can kind of see the size comparison just like that, and right off the bat you can already tell just how superior the size differences are. And of course, with that comes the price. The poses are different. You'll notice the regular Godzilla here. He's just he's essentially he's facing to the left, and then the 10-inch Godzilla here, he's like facing to the right. Overall, there is no articulation, unlike Kong, which you can move the head. There is zero articulation on Godzilla here, but that's okay. I don't really care about articulation for Pops because these are meant to be for display only. I would say this is a fantastic thing for Godzilla fans. If you're a Godzilla collector and you're not a Funko collector, I do suggest you pick this one up. If you're a hardcore Godzilla collector, I'd say scoop this up as well as the Neon exclusive, because this is something you don't want to miss. There is quality in this toy. This is a bang for your buck. And look at the poses you can do just from different camera angles. This already looks like a cool shot. This also looks like a cool shot. This also looks like a cool shot. You can kind of see his full body without the tail wrapping around. Of course, at the front, this is a cool shot. You know, he's facing off Kong like that. Or at the back, you know, a lot of the back shots where you can see his dorsal fins. They do that for the Animus shots. I think they did it for a couple Godzilla movies to give the horror-like feel. This is a great Godzilla Pop. While there is no articulation, no nothing, that is the point of Pops. They're really just meant to be put on display. And of course, to eat up all your money in your bank accounts. But this is definitely a bang for your buck. Make no mistake. It's worth, I think, around $50 on the according to the price guide in the Funko app. This is definitely a must-have for Funko collectors and or Godzilla collectors. Really, the only problem I have with this is he's not standing completely flat, and secondly, it would be nice to include a heat ray or something, but other than that, this is a really good Godzilla Pop. Get it before it goes. Seriously, get it before it goes. That's all I gotta say for this Godzilla. I will rate it in the final verdict as well as the Kong, so I'm gonna put this back in the box now, and let's move on to the final verdict and wrap up this review. Overall, are these figures good? I've seen Kong still available in stores as of the time of this video. He's been going for like $50, which is the approximate value for this Pop. So I suggest if you want to get him, still consider getting him, then you should get it now, because the Godzilla has already become hard to find, at least for my area, and the Kong there's not a lot left, to say the least. So do try to go out there and see if you can find it. I think $50 makes perfect sense for something this big. There's quality in each of these Pops, and that's something Funko has always succeeded in. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my favorite one personally from the two is Godzilla. It's such a high quality Pop, and this is obviously worth a little more on the Funko market. Quality on this figure was off the charts, as we saw earlier. It's not one hunk of plastic. It's actually, there's details, there's textures, there's all sorts, there's expressions, and like the regular Pops, certainly these exceed in details, and Funko did not back down from it, and that's great and all. So, I give the Godzilla Pop a 9 out of 10, and I give the Kong Pop a 8 out of 10. If they continue to do Godzilla vs. Kong Pops, so they do a 10-inch Mechagodzilla, because they have two Mechagodzilla Pops already, and it'll be great if we got just a giant Mechagodzilla, because that would be certainly awesome to see. That's all I gotta say for these two 10-inch Pops, so I hope you guys enjoyed looking at these. And I hope you guys appreciate that I'm finally doing these Pops. So if you enjoyed this video, show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel for more. I am Mark45. If you want to see the other Godzilla vs. Kong Pops, which just has 26,000 views, so do check that out, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.